Welcome back to On the Clock on the Rocket Productions Network. I'm your host, Dawson. My good friend Jace Beery will join me shortly. If you have missed any episodes of On the Clock, go to find the Rocket Productions Network on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or any place you listen to your podcasts. All of our episodes are also available on the Rocket Productions YouTube channel. If you are not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Be sure to check out Rocket Productions on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So Scotty, for what is this, week 3?
3, yep.
3 shows in 4 weeks is gone. He thought he was going to be here, but he had his 2-week follow-up appointment this morning, not this afternoon. So yet again, you're stuck with just me and Jace.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
So NBA tipped off on Tuesday. So I think we're going to get into that with our MVP picks. Who do you have winning the 2023-2024 NBA MVP?
Last year was Joel Embiid. I felt like Jokic could easily win that also, but I felt like since he won 2 previous back-to-back, I don't think they're going to give it to him just for a third year.
A little bit of voters fatigue.
Yeah, so they gave it to Joel Embiid, but I'm going back to Jokic. There's that in-between game, or that in-between year they didn't win it, so hopefully they see that he still is probably one of the best players in the league right now.
Okay, I think I am going to go with Luka Doncic. In the Mavs' first game, he put up a triple-double, first triple-double of the season. It was against Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs. He actually played pretty good. He had 15, 5, and 5. I think he had a couple blocks and a couple steals.
Mm-hmm.
But if he puts up 33, 13, and 10 all year, I think he wins MVP. He's my pick. I think I picked him last year too, but I feel like this year he's got a little bit better supporting cast. So if he has a little bit better record, I think he has a better shot of winning the award.
Mm-hmm.
So then we'll get into our championship predictions. Who do you got meeting in the finals?
Out of the West, I feel like, I don't know, the Suns are going to be a great team this year. I see Booker, and even though they lost CP3 to the Warriors.
But they got Beal back.
Yeah. I feel like they have Beal, KD, and Booker for
it's a dangerous big three.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, I don't know. I have them or the Nuggets coming out. I'll probably end up just going with the Suns. I feel like there's more depth there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll have them, and then probably the Bucks.
The Bucks
coming out of the East with Dame and Giannis.
Yeah, that team's good. I think I'm going to take the Nuggets out of the West. I like them to repeat, but I just don't know how this Suns big three is going to work out, because you look at KD over the course of his career where he's had really multiple quote-unquote big threes. You have Westbrook, Harden, and him. That one didn't work out. When he went to Golden State, that worked out. But I kind of think that's because he had Steve Kerr, probably one of the greatest coaches of all time. And then when he went to Brooklyn, that didn't work out. And so he had a couple different big threes built around him that didn't really shake out. And I just feel like with Beal and Booker and himself both being ball-dominant players, I just don't feel like that's going to be able to propel them to the finals, especially with not the greatest surrounding cast. So I'm going to take the Bucks or Celtics out of the East. I think I'm going to go Celtics. They made a lot of moves this offseason, and I think just a great organization, and I think they're going to win the whole thing over the Nuggets and will they tie the Lakers? No, they'll take the lead for all-time championships.
That's 17-17, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so we are going to send it to commercial break real quick, and then we are going to be back with some college football news. Remove Hitler at the end here.
We're going to put a Hitler's face.
No, Michigan did that.
If you're wanting to stay updated on school-wide events, new faces in our community, and more, then you should tune in to the Rocket Productions podcast. The podcast discusses things such as big upcoming sports games, club information, and even hosts different teachers and students for episodes. Check it out on the Rocket Productions YouTube channel every Monday.
Welcome back, everybody. We are going to get into the Michigan Manifesto news first real quick. So a low-level Michigan coach, Connor Stallion, is under investigation for sign stealing. He had a 550 to 600 page Google Doc called the Michigan Manifesto, where he pretty much just was plotting to take over Michigan's football program and make them like the standard. He would enter information and do it daily. And he has Venmo receipts of paying people to go to the opponent's games and video the sign callers. And new news came out, I think it was last night, that TCU knew about this ahead of time, so they had a fake signal caller that they videoed, and it was kind of a whole weird situation. I believe he's at Maryland now as an assistant coach, but he's under investigation for that. So that's something to keep an eye on. It's kind of different.
Yeah, don't really see that often. People just taking
a 600-page Word document.
Yeah, and taking your time out of just to go watch your opponent play to then take their signs or like watch and see what their plays is. But
yeah, okay. But moving on to some different news, we'll get into Big 12 play here. K-State won 34-3 over TCU. Used our two-quarterback system with Will Howard and Avery Johnson. Played well. I saw somewhere that we are the number one rushing offense in all of FBS. We will host Houston on Saturday. Do you know if they're wearing their alternates? They have those like Oilers alternates.
who, Houston?
Yeah, I don't think.
They haven't worn them yet this year.
I don't know if they're wearing them against us or not, but I saw them on Twitter the other day. That's maybe why I'm thinking about it. KU, however, is coming off a bye. Who do you guys got this week?
We have OU at the Hawks Nest. So, yeah, there's not much to say about it. We play OU. That kind of.
Is JD finally going to make his appearance this week?
I saw something on Twitter that he's going to make his appearance, I think. It's KU's Barstool, so don't know how reliable college kids are. But I would assume that he's making his return after his back tightness has been questionable these past couple days, and so him coming out and playing against OU is kind of huge because OU is probably one of the best teams in the Big 12, them in Texas.
Yeah, via the Kansas City Star, Leopold said he is very encouraged by the progress. So there's a chance he plays. Moving on to some national teams, we got USC. They dropped 2 in a row to Notre Dame and Utah. What do we think about Caleb? Were they his fault? Were they not?
I don't know. Part of it, I felt like for the Utah game was somewhat. I don't know if it's really coach's fault. I don't really know much about like wasting time, if it's really on the players or if it's on the coaches wanting to hurry up offense. But I know in the Utah game, I was watching a little bit of the last, and they were trying to score with like 4 minutes left. Like
USC was?
Yeah, they scored with like 4 minutes left, which gave Utah plenty of time to go down and kick a field goal, waste some time, kick a field goal to end the game. And so I don't really know what the deal was really, if they just wanted to score real quick, or I don't know if that was really his fault or.
Yeah, if you're kind of right, like when you have the ball late in the game, you want to stall a little bit, maybe run some run plays, let that play clock get down before you snap the ball. That's kind of on both parties. But if you look at the time of possession, Utah held the ball for 34 minutes, close to 35, and USC only had it for 25 minutes. That does play a big factor down the road, or down the line of the game, I guess. And then USC lost to Notre Dame, who's 6-2, or I guess was 6-2 at the time. Caleb Williams threw 3 picks.
Yeah, I have a feeling that was most likely on his part. 3 picks in one game's not looking good for what was supposedly going to be back-to-back Heismans for him. But, I mean, on the other side of the ball, Sam Hartman he's doing good.
He balled.
Like, I don't know if it's just the shave and the beard or something, but I don't know. It's working for him.
Sam Hartman had 2 TDs. They ran the ball fairly well, too. 4.3 averages for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. But I don't think – I guess I know USC is not a college football playoff team now, and their schedule really doesn't get any easier. They got Cal tomorrow, and then they are followed up by Washington, Oregon, and UCLA, all top 25 teams, 2 of them being top 10 teams. So I don't know how they're going to finish out here. But It's going to be interesting to watch them, especially if Caleb's going to come back or if he even falls in the draft.
They probably wish this Pac-12 thing would be this year instead of in the next few years where there's going to be like 2 teams in it.
Okay, we are going to go to commercial again, and we're going to be back with some NFL news.
Oh, God. Okay. Is your child interested in football? Rosso Junior Football is a great small-town program that is here to help children find their passion for football. To have the most memorable moments with your child, contact Chad Spalding through his email, chad_spalding@live.com. Thank God.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Getting into our NFL portion of the show here. The Chiefs, 6-1, are going to travel to Denver this week. What are we thinking there? Are we thinking this is going to be a little bit closer than last time, or are we going to expect more of the same?
Yeah, last time it was pretty close. I don't think a team scored over 20 points, which was kind of surprising considering Denver is 1-5.
Yeah, Denver's
they were
1-5,
then.
and we have one of the best offenses in the
And
NFL.
one of the best young defenses in the NFL also. So, I don't know. That was kind of a weird game. Russell Wilson had 2 interceptions.
He didn't even break 100 passing yards.
Yeah, and I don't know. We didn't even score over 20. So, I feel like this game should be more of a blowout. I mean, we've seen him play now, so I don't know. I feel like this one should just get over with. And
Yeah,
move on,
I feel like this one we'll handle a little bit better. Mahomes last time we played had 300 yards and a touchdown, had a pick, but he threw in 31 on the ground. So
and we didn't have McCole Hardman then. So
yeah, I think if Taylor's at the game, it's kind of over with. And then adding on to what he said there, we traded a late round pick for McCole Hardman, got him back from the Jets.
Yep.
I mean, he'll be a weapon. He's fast. I mean, we love speed around here.
Yep.
And then getting into some other news, Bijan Robinson sat out. He had 1 carry for, I think, 3 yards.
Yeah.
Didn't tell anybody, didn't tell any news. Like, they didn't mark him as questionable. They just didn't play him.
Yeah, that was kind of weird because I know fantasy managers like Scotty here, he had Bijan playing and he still won in fantasy against his opponent, but I mean, he had Bijan playing and not telling anyone. I mean, that's kind of big news because
Well, it shifts the lines in
Yeah.
Vegas. I mean, people putting up prop bets and different stuff like that. Like, you got to feel bad for somebody who put the house on Bijan on over yardage.
and someone could have been like, oh, 5 yards from Bijan? Oh, that's easy.
It's
No,
like
3 yards.
those prop bets you see, like
Yeah.
over 0.5 passing yards. Moving on here, Lions got blown out, destroyed
it
by
was-
the Ravens. It
like-
was not pretty. They had to turn it off, pretty
Yeah.
much. They lost 38-6. Jared Goff threw 53 passes. 53 passes for 284 yards.
And they still didn't put up.
They didn't get double-digit points.
Yeah.
Lamar, on the other hand, 27 attempts, 357 yards in the air.
Yeah, during this game, I don't know what Lamar did before the game. I don't even know, but he looked like prime Lamar Jackson in this game,
Yeah, he had-
like MVP.
He had close to 400 total yards, 4 total touchdowns. He looked great.
Yeah, no interceptions. Dawson said 3 touchdowns. So I mean, and everyone around him just decided they were there to play.
Yeah, Zay Flowers, 75 yards. Mark Andrews, 63. Odell Beckham, 50. Rashad Bateman threw in 36. The fullback, Patrick Ricard, had 31 on 2 receptions. You don't see that at a fullback a lot. And then Gus Edwards threw in 80 receiving as like a power back.
Yeah.
So there's that. I don't know if the Lions are as good as we thought they were, if they just had a bad week. They were missing David Montgomery, who I think Gibbs made up for. He played well. He had 68 on the ground on only 11 carries, and then he threw in another 58 receiving, so he played well.
Got a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. And then our last thing from last week, the Bears destroyed the Raiders with a Division II quarterback.
I don't know. After that game, I saw the story on him, and he said, if I didn't make the NFL, I'd probably just get jacked and be a teacher. And I was like, huh? Those are 2 different careers, being an NFL player and being a teacher.
Yeah, Tyson Bagnet, number 17. Sorry, my stats won't load here. He had 29 attempts, 21 completions, 162 yards, and a touchdown. They ran the ball 35, close to 40 times, but still were able to pull out the win, 30-12. Raiders, not as good as their record may imply. They're 3-4. I think they're a little bit worse than that. All right, our last thing for this show, we had the Bills host the Buccaneers last night. They were able to pull out the win 24-18. I think it was a little bit closer than some people might expect. Do you want to break down Baker's performance for us?
Yeah, Baker 25 for 42 with 235 yards and a couple touchdowns. No interceptions out of Baker, which was, I don't know, it was kind of surprising because Baker has not played that great.
Against really good secondaries.
Yeah. And so no interceptions. That was a plus for him. And then run game was there, only about like 15 rushes out of everyone really. A couple had probably around 50 yards, 55-ish. So
yeah, Rashad White led with 40, and then I think overall they were close to 60 or 75, somewhere in there. Rashad White really getting involved in the pass game. 7 receptions for 70 yards. Fantasy-wise, doing the math in my head here, he had 14 plus 4. He had 18 points-ish in PPR. Chris Godwin played well, had 5 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown. Mike Evans, 3 for 39 and a touchdown. But all that to come up short against the very good Bills team. Josh Allen went 31 of 40 with 324 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. James Cook had 67 yards on 14 carries. Josh Allen added another 41 on the ground. Gabe Davis added 87 receiving yards and a touchdown. Kincaid, 5 for 65 and a touchdown.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Serviceable fantasy player right there. And then Diggs had 9 for 70.
Not the best game for Diggs, but
They played good. Yeah, there's not much more to say there. I think the Buccaneers and Baker are a little bit better than everybody anticipated. We're kind of seeing a career resurgence at him, which is great, even though he went to OU.
starting off the year 5-3 midway through the season. Not what most teams or most people think, but I bet they bounce back.
Yeah, I think the Bills bounce back. All right, well, thanks for watching. And that's not all we have. We are going to send it to KJ, Cole, and the gang to finish up their NBA logos bracket tournament thing. So we're going to send it over to them, and we will see you in a minute.
Welcome back. My name is KJ, and I'm with my friends right here, and Cole with his trap phone. All right, we're doing a 32 single elimination. We're on the Western Conference. First round, Lakers had a bye. Second, we'll do Brooklyn Nets and the New Orleans Pelicans.
The Pelicans, because the
net
Brooklyn
is
Nets
just a
is literally
net.
just a basketball net.
Yeah, Pelicans.
I like how Gage was like, yeah.
All
He didn't even
right.
say nothing.
We got the Houston Rockets and the Charlotte Hornets.
I'm gonna go with a Rocket.
Yeah,
we the Rose Hill Rockets.
and a Hornet is just.
Oh, that's not my point. My point is saying that we the Rockets and they the Rockets too.
We ain't gonna pick
That's
the
my
Rockets.
motive.
Are you a Rocket?
I am a Rocket. I'm a Rose Hill Rocket.
All right, we got the Utah
My
Jazz
Rose Hill
and
Red
the
Rocket.
Pistons.
Give me the Pistons. Cause
What
I
is
don't.
it? What's that?
I think the Jazz was just like a person playing jazz music. No.
Yeah.
So we're
true.
gonna
That's
partake that as
Yeah.
throw a piston of an engine at
All right,
somebody. I guess.
we
I
got
don't
the
know.
Toronto
You said the Toronto what? Raptors?
Raptors and the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, give me the Raptors, bro. That's a
Right,
whole
Warriors.
dinosaur.
Warriors. They probably got like swords or something.
Yeah.
You tell me a sword's gonna defend you? It's a dinosaur. Are you serious?
Bro, dinosaurs don't mean nothing.
Yes, they will
warrior-
murder any warrior
What
to
if,
ever.
what if
That's
it's
cap.
like Hercules?
Yeah,
like a
I
warrior
still
like
got a raptor.
Hercules?
I don't care.
One Raptor.
You guys are
Be a
serious.
Hercules.
One Raptor versus Warriors.
It's the Raptors.
Bro,
It says
It is the
Warriors.
Raptors. Dude, the Raptors are winning that. You're telling me a Velocity Warriors.
Warriors.
You guys are lying. You're literally
It
lying.
depends on what type of warrior it is, though. Like if-
Your basic Like warrior
Okay.
from the 18th century.
It says Warriors plural.
And it
Okay,
says
but I'm
Raptors,
not.
plural.
Okay, Raptors.
No, it says Raptors.
All right.
One Raptor per warrior.
just
The
like a-
ratio works out to where the Raptors just,
If it's just
kill
a
everybody.
basic, if it's just a basic warrior, then I'll pick the Raptors.
Yes, the Raptors win, bro. It didn't. The logo. The logo literally. Okay.
All right, fine.
The name doesn't say the Golden State Hercules. It says Golden State Warriors.
but
Like, get your mind right, bro. Get your money up,
was
not your
Hercules.
funny
win
up.
that all day.
Oh yeah.
It is the
was
Raptors.
like
The
either
Raptors
or.
are gonna win the whole thing, bro.
No.
Hell no.
On the West side, they will.
Hell no.
There's a wizard.
Yeah, there's a Wizard.
Oh damn, that'll do it.
There's a Wizard with it.
All right, just keep going. Keep going.
All right,
keep
we got
going.
the Memphis Grizzlies,
Grizzlies.
and the Sacramento
Grizzlies.
Kings.
Grizzlies.
Yeah.
John Morant might
Grizzlies.
shoot you. You never know.
Yeah, you got that, and that.
Yeah.
You got that, and
Grizzlies.
he's a whole grizzly bear. Yeah, sure, that'll do it too.
A grizzly bear with a
Can I get a ski?
What about those like Kodiak bears?
We got the Indiana Pacers and the Washington Wizards.
Give me the Wizards.
Wizards.
The Wizards.
Wizards.
I have no idea what a
is
pacer
a
is.
car that they race, and it has like.
That's like called
it's
a
like a
pace
race
car, not a pacer.
Huh?
I don't. Is that right?
It's a pacer car.
I thought it was just called a pace car. Not.
That's what it is. But it's like a race car, so.
Is that what they're? Oh dang, that's a horrible.
We got the
NASCAR.
Denver Nuggets
That's a nugget.
and the Atlanta Hawks.
The Hawks.
The Hawks. The Hawks.
Ski. All right, second round. We got Lakers versus the Pelicans.
What's a Laker again? What did we say a
is a
Laker was? You want me to look that up real quick on my trap phone? Hey,
Pause.
lying.
Cole.
What is the Laker?
Cole don't even know what he's talking about.
Nope. What is a Laker?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Well-
take the Pelicans, unfortunately.
How's a Pelican gonna kill a lake?
How's a lake gonna
Exactly,
die?
it's a draw.
It could have like a.
I'm gonna go with the Pelicans because the Pelicans
Yeah,
got
that's like the only thing I can do.
All right.
The lake literally just gonna take a beating from whoever.
Yeah,
Like,
but
even
the
my
Pelicans
4-year-old
also
brother.
die 'cause the fish in the lake.
They eat the fish in the lake. Are you
Yeah.
dumb? They dive in straight into the water, scoop up fish, and dive back
Yeah,
out.
but what happened if there's no more fish? The Pelicans die.
That's a lot of fish, big guy.
Yeah, but what happens when there's no fish in the lake?
The Pelicans win. That's it. Move on to the next round.
All right, I guess. We got the Rockets and the Pistons. I'm going the Rockets.
I'm gonna go with the
Yeah,
Rockets.
Yeah.
Roseville Rockets. Literally, there's no way. Nobody trying to defend the Lakers.
Yes, bro. Rai Hachimura's tough. Raptors and the Grizzlies.
I'm gonna take a grizzly bear. Them hoes big as hell.
I got Raptors.
Raptors.
I got the Grizzlies.
Bro, ain't nobody gonna freaking go with the dinosaur.
Raptors.
Yeah, you want to switch up now? You want to switch up now? I don't want to hear it.
It's a warrior.
Raptors are like
the Grizzlies-
fast and they got.
But the
bite.
Grizzlies are huge, bro. You don't realize how big a
Raptors
grizzly
got fire
bear
coming
is.
out their mouth.
That is not how that works at all. Are you dumb?
That's like a dragon.
That
or
is a
something.
dragon, bro. That is not a raptor. I got the Grizzlies. I know what you got.
I said the Raptors.
Raptors.
I'm just saying, them grizzly bears.
What you
get
laughing
big,
about over
son.
there, Scotty Caw?
They have
They get big.
Raptors
But
are
if a
fast
grizzly
as-
bear claws one of them raptors, bro, he dead as hell
He
already.
just does it.
I'm speaking facts right now.
Bro, it's not no Mike Tyson.
Raptors and
bro.
Grizzly Bears.
All right. We got
not
the
Mike Tyson
Wizard
right
or
here,
the Hawks.
Wizards. Abracadabra. I mean,
We could look it up. We could see if a raptor would beat a grizzly.
what's that one line from Harry Potter? It's like, no. It's
Where
like
the-
they were like singing it, and you know what I'm talking about?
Like where they die.
Where they like make that thing float
Alright.
in the air.
Third round, Pelicans versus the
I
Rockets.
don't know.
I got the Rockets.
I got a Rockets.
Yeah.
Rockets. Tough. Lennon right. We got the Raptors versus the Wizards.
I'm gonna go with the Wizards.
Yeah.
Wizards. All right. Wizards versus the Rockets.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know, because a wizard could probably just take the rocket and like put it in the core of the earth or something.
Yeah. Probably.
Talking about.
Look at Harry Potter, bro. Look at Harry Potter. He's a wizard.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Wizard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the wizard. He can do whatever he wants.
All right.
You not see all the stuff that Harry Potter got himself into and use his wizard stuff to
We
get him
got
out?
All right, Suns versus Wizards. What we think in this 7-game series, guys? Cole.
Wizards in 7.
Suns. And
Suns.
Suns
4.
and 7.
Yeah.
The Suns in
Oh, we
7.
gotta
Wow,
restart
I'm
that
surprised
fight
you
we
gave
missed
them
it.
to the Suns. I'm surprised you gave the Suns that much.
I feel like if it goes to 7, I mean, that's a Wizards dub.
Exactly. I feel like the Wizards have the longevity
But I
here.
think the Suns could beat them in 4.
Yeah.
If the Suns do it, they gotta do it
Yeah,
quick.
4.
But if the Suns don't do it quick, it's gonna be a long death for the.
It's gonna be like-
saying. Don't let me get hot. Don't let me get hot. Don't let the Wizards get
Alright.
hot.
Suns versus Wizards, 7-game series. What do you think, Cole?
Wizards in 7. Just like that. Wizards in 7.
Suns in 4.
We'll go Suns in 5.
Suns.
Oh, now back to Dawson.
Thank you for watching and listening to On the Clock on the Rocket Productions Network. Remember to subscribe to Rocket Productions Network on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or any place where you listen to your podcasts. If you're not already a subscriber to Rocket Productions on YouTube, please subscribe. Until next time, for Jace, Beery, and absent Scotty Carr, I'm Dawson McNall.